What's happening? People's coming on today with a karate tale of one when you truly overextend yourself and you overcommit, and not to say the pitfalls of it, but at the same time what you're truly capable of doing. So this was a time period where I was full-time martial arts teacher, and not in this time I had an instructor, but I was real big into, my fitness, working out, and everything like that. So I'm sure you heard of the P90X, Insanity workout, even Sweating to the Older with Richard Simmons. Yeah, I did all that stuff. And one time I decided, well, first of all, Insanity is insane. It's absolutely insane. Out of all of them, the worst one is the cardio one. That one is only 23 minutes long, and it is by far the worst 23 minutes I've ever done working out. It is the worst. So one day I decide, me and one of my friends, we're gonna do. Now I still gotta teach all classes full time. We're gonna do P90X, and we're gonna do the upper body for P90X. And as I'm gonna go until I burn out, until I max out, until I can't do anything else. That's how I used to work out. It got results, but at the same token, I couldn't do much afterwards, So doing P90X, I burned my shoulders out, burned my chest out, burned my biceps, triceps. The majority of my upper body is burned out. Only thing that is not as bad. That's my back and my abs. They are okay, but everything else is done for, fried, and it's so bad that I'm trembling. Now, I still got to teach every class that day. So I did this workout at around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I got to teach my class starting at 3:30. I'm like, oh boy, how's this going to work out? And granted, I brought it on myself, so I had to figure out how I'm going to do this. And so as I'm teaching, I still got to demonstrate everything, and I got to make sure if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right so I can show it right. And I'm trying to demonstrate any type of punch. I'm like, it's taking every single fiber in my being to get my arm to even move. And I'm like, oh, Lord have mercy. Why did I? First of all, if I wanted to burn my arms out, I should have chose a lesson plan more kick oriented, so I didn't have to demonstrate so many hand techniques. But no, I was like I said, I was hard headed, and I brought a lot of that stuff on myself. I'm going to do a heavy arm focused workout today, a heavy punch drilling today. And so that was on me. I ain't modified my lesson plan. Like, oh well, gotta deal with it. And as I'm going through the day, I'm like, my arms they feel like they weigh 100 pounds each. My upper body is so heavy, so tired. I didn't drink a recovery drink. I did none of the sort. Nothing smart at all when it came to it. And the last class of the night, I'm like, oh, thank God I made it, because I was wiped out. And we always had, if there was an odd number, I made it a rule that, if it's an odd number, I'll jump in, get some sparring rounds in with class. And I had my assistant there with me. It was an odd number. I'm like, oh, thank God, because I can't use my arms to really defend myself or attack, because they are lead weights, and if I hit you with it, man, it ain't got nothing on it. It had nothing on it at all. It had nothing but exhaustion on it. That's it. But in the meantime, so my assistant, he's like, okay, he gonna jump in. Perfect. I was thrilled. That was great. And so as I'm going, as soon as we start sparring, doing our sparring rounds, one person had to bail out. They had to leave early for some reason or another. So If I take my assistant out, it evens out, right? It evens out. Like, hey, let them go, and we were all set, right? No. My assistant said it loudly, like, well, hey, we got an odd number. Why don't you come join in? I'm like, you know what I did because I told you what I did. Are you testing me today? I'm like, okay, fine. So I'm sparring, and I can't hold my arms up past my face. I'm like, this is awful. I'm like, I can't move my arms. I was like, I can't move them. I got real good at blocking with my legs that day, and my legs always been pretty good, but man, I got real good with them. I had to become even better with them that day because the upper body was done. Arms couldn't do much of anything, and the one punch I managed to throw, it would have been a good one. It would have been it was a clean shot too. I had to pull it because my partner, he didn't defend it. So I had to pull it. I'm like, oh, that wouldn't have been pretty. But again, it took everything I had to muster that up. And the lesson I learned in that is, one, don't overextend yourself. If you know what you're going to do, prepare ahead of time. And prepare accordingly too. Don't be thick-headed. Don't try to be all extra macho or extra tough. Like, yeah, but you can do it. But is it smart to do it? No, it was not smart to do it. And even when when you're physical exhaustion, you don't know your limits until you actually are at them. And even at my physical limit, I realized, like, push come to shove, you can still throw some out, even at your limit, when your muscles are telling you we can't do anymore. Your mind will push you over that hump. Your mind and just your spirit alone. A lot of people say you got that dog in you. No, it's your spirit, man. That your spirit, man, pushes you through a lot of things in life, especially when your body can't do it. Your spirit pushes you through. So just wanted to share that with you all about how you can, or how don't overextend yourself, and even so, how you can push yourself through even things that are physically impossible. You can will yourself through. You can get yourself through with just your sheer will and just that spirit in you, man. That burning fight spirit that's inside of all of us. We all have it. Just gotta tap into it. So just want to share that with y'all. Peace.